guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have got a lot of stuff going on as part of the 7th anniversary. One thing I do want to cover, I'm going to make a video on this, the co-op sort of like campaign thing. I do try and cover like every big major thing that is happening during the anniversary, because especially know that as we get closer to global anniversary, right? Remember that JP has their anniversary, you know, last couple days of January and then all of February. And then global, typically their anniversary is just all of July, right? So it's like, I know like once we get towards the end of June, start of July, a lot of global players like to start getting very hyped for it and like sort of go back and look at all the info related to the, you know, JP anniversary. So this right here, this is the actual co-op campaign this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of the info related to it, right? So this is basically Battle of Gods Goku, I guess we could sort of say, right? Like the farmer Goku, like beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Okay, so this is good, right? All you have to do to earn points is literally just do stages. I think that this is good. Last year, part 1 of the 6th anniversary was you had to beat certain stages. There was any of the Tournament of Power stages, which would give you a point. Then in part 2, the way you would get points were to have, what was it, 3 reps of Universe 7 category characters on your team. And then for part 3, the way you would do it is by completing the EZA areas. You know, the Roshi EZA area, and then, of course, you know, the Tien and Roshi, 18 and Krillin, Physical UI Goku, right? Those characters. So this year, for part 1, all we have to do is literally just do any stage. Again, I think that that's really good. Because then people can just play the game, do whatever they want to, and they're actually contributing towards their team and towards getting, like, these rewards and stuff like that, right? So again, just sort of going through, there's a lot of rewards to get, a bunch of potential system orbs, you know, some 7th anniversary coins, turtle shells, of course there's stones, we got Elder Kai in there as well, stuff like that, which is good. Here, of course, are the individual mission rewards. So you get rewards by doing up to 50 stage clears, which is really not that bad, considering, you know, there's going to be Dokkan events for, you know, for that. We'll need to get the medals for the LRs from there. And then, of course, there's the story events. Remember that the free-to-play LR, the Gohan, Goten, and presumably Trunks, it's probably going to be very, very good. Then we have, this is the ranking reward in your team, right? Like, if you're 1 through 3, you'll get a sticker as well as some Kais, which will be good, and a bunch of Zenny. Then there's the, you know, rewards for 4 through 10, and then 11 through 20. And then everything else looks exactly the same, right? Just a little sort of like fine print here, and it's like, oh, fraudulent activities. You know, you won't get the rankings, although I've only ever seen like one person ever have that happen to them, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. And let's take a look at how it looks in game here. So that's going to be over here in the mission tab, and let's see how many points I currently have. I have not yet grinded up the story events, so I'm probably not all the way at the top. I've just been doing link leveling like usual, right? All right, so this button right here will take us to sort of the co-op campaign. You know what's funny is when they first introduced this was kind of ass. But now, like, you know, these sort of campaigns I do think are pretty fun. All right, yeah, so these are the solo missions right here, which we have all done. And then, of course, we also have the team missions as well, which are all done. So, of course, that gave us the orbs, a bunch of coins and stuff like that, some stones and shit, which is good. Oh, I'm number 1 in my bracket already, okay. So I'm at 94 clears. So, again, these are anything counts. You know, story events, like, you know, potential orb stages, all the stages, all of it actually counts. So we could sort of see how much people have actually been playing, which is pretty good. Bad luck! The banners ain't even dropped yet, bruh. So, all right, let me just go ahead and just do a test. So we have 94 points. I don't think I've done... Let me go run this stage real fast. I don't think I've done the Shadow Dragon Saga orb event quite yet. Let me just double check that. Have I done the Shadow Dragon Saga orb event today? This one right here. I have. Okay. Here's one thing I actually do want to test. Let's go into the Portal of Memories, and let's go knock out maybe like the Universe 6 one. How about that? And again, I want to see if that will sort of count towards the points, right? I just, again, sort of run a test, right? But mainly it looks like you could just do link leveling or whatever, and you're going to be able to go ahead and get all of the points that you would need and stuff like that. Sure, we'll go ahead and run this. And we'll bring a support memory as well. Also remember, damn, I actually probably should do a separate video going over this as well. But keep in mind that they introduced all these titles into the game, right? And all of these titles, there's stuff for like used category teams, like a full category team, like 300 times and stuff like that. And any like credit you would have had for it prior to the titles being introduced into the game do not count, right? So it's like I've used a full fusion team, you know, probably like 1,000 times in the past or something like that, but I didn't get credit for those titles, right? It only counts once the title actually goes live. So like right here, this is going to be a clear because we're using a full Universe 6 team. So, you know, we're going to go, this is going to be one, you know, run with Universe 6. I actually was doing some tests on that earlier. And, oh, we got a gold skill orb. Nice. I was actually doing some tests on that earlier, and I found that your friendly doesn't matter. The friend doesn't matter at all. So you could just run, like, a full world tournament team, and then just run, like, a you know, Spirit Bomb Goku or something like that. But that's, dude, there's these titles. I just sure hope they make the titles actually do something at some point, right? Like Legends, where they actually give you buffs and bonuses. Because as of right now, again, the titles are pretty worthless. Now, this is good. We did get a crit right here. Oh, I have 17. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't really need to run those. Let me just quickly... So what was our points before? It was 94. So now let's just go ahead and check and make sure that it's jumped up to 95. I think we might also do... I might just do a link level run real fast and sort of see. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in. And it has jumped up to 95. There we go. So, of course, that point did count. I do think it's important to do these, you know, get your hands on some extra Elder Kais and like a sticker and some extra Zenny and stuff like that would actually be pretty helpful, right? So make sure you guys, you know, sort of get a lot of this stuff done. There's so much like free like resources and content and stuff like that that you get just by literally doing the content, right? Because it's like a lot of times I have noticed this, man, I really have. But people will say that, like, oh, like, there's no content or something like that. But, like, they're not actually, like, doing any of the stuff, right? Like, if you want to say, like, oh, it's not fun, it's not entertaining, like, I don't have fun with it, sure. But, like, it's, you know, that's what Dokkan is, right? It's like, you can't say there's no content, but then at the same time not do the content. If you want to say it's shitty content, I definitely could understand that. But I like these co-op things, right? I'm still waiting on the day where Toon Rami and Goresh end up in the same bracket, right? that'll be the day. The good times will roll in. Then, all right, let the link leveling commence, man. Dude, link leveling with auto has actually just been so much better. I have been just really enjoying just watching the link levels just like fly in, man. Like I've been having pretty good luck since auto became a thing, right? I've also been doing a number of tests. Eventually, I'm probably going to turn this into a video. I'm going to just accumulate a bunch of data for, like, how many runs it takes, you know, with autoing and stuff like that. But I've been sort of keeping track for some characters, like, how many runs it takes to get them to, like, full level 10 links and stuff like that. Right now, the character that I have, like, sort of like I'm running a test on is Oob. Once Oob is done... I think I want to try and find, like, I want to see, like, get a character to 1 link away, right? So they have all level 10 links, but then only 1 level 9 link. And then I want to sort of, like, test out, like, okay, like, how many runs is it going to take, right? Now, of course, it's just complete RNG at that point, right? Like, it could literally be the next run, or it could be, like, 500. But I'm just trying to get, like, a bunch of actual data for, like, various different points. Because, like, now with the my data feature updated, like sort of like in the game and stuff like that, we could see like how many times we've used characters and stuff like that. So it's very easy to sort of like keep track of a lot of these numbers, right? To sort of see like, okay, like, you know, again, I've used this character a certain amount of times, so that means, you know, like it took 200 runs and stuff like that. Because I think I got it was the base form free to play Angel Goku. it was like 280 runs or something like that. That's how many runs it took to get him to full level 10 links. But that's pretty much auto, right? I don't really do manual. Like, you know, sometimes, like, lately I've been watching, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. Like, right there, like, if I looked, I would have turned auto off and, like, just tried to, like, get ones and, you know, hit some of those fights. But for the most part, I just pretty much do auto, right? The only thing about my strategy of, like, never doing it manual is, like, you know, there's a lot of Frieza soldiers we missed in this run that we very easily could have just hit had I been doing it manual, right? But I typically am only really doing manual these days for my boosted runs. When I do actual, like, boosted runs, that's when I'm doing, like, just straight manual. And I've been doing stage 15-2 for my boosted runs, because it's very easy to hit, like, 10 guaranteed fights in there nearly, like, every time. So that is really good for a boosted run. Alright, so let's just jump over here, and let me just confirm that the point went up one more. And then there we go. You know, this sort of covers the co-op campaign this year. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are having luck coming in #1 in your brackets and stuff like that. Keep in mind that the whatchamacallit is coming up very, very soon. The live stream, the LRs, everything is dropping tonight. So be ready, because we're going to be seeing all this stuff coming very, very soon.